I want to save a few words for tomorrow because I'll be giving the homily at the Mass, the funeral Mass for my brother in arm, Đặng Chí Bình or Trần Quốc Hùng. So today I only have a few short, brief sharing. The passing away of Đặng Chí Bình or Trần Quốc Hùng is a great, great, great loss for the Vietnamese, the free Vietnamese in the United States and in the world. He is well known among the Vietnamese circle, and those who know him, they have great respect for him. I know in this forum here I have a rep come from Houston, Minh Đức Pháo. He is the next generation Vietnamese fighter. His father was in the South Vietnam military. Okay, he is here to represent a group of next generation of Vietnamese Republic of Vietnam. Okay, cha vừa nói chuyện với Giang Tỷ xong, với Giang Tỷ nói là con là hậu duệ đã có ở đây, cha biết, cha thấy, cha đã bắt tay rồi, cha biết là con. Okay, so. And today I also have information of another patriot fighter, also known in the Vietnamese community, an admiral, Hoàng Văn Kỳ Thoại. He is also my friend. He just passed away. Okay, with the passing away of Pope Benedict XVI, I also lost another member in my fighting circle in France, and I could not come over there to attend to do the memorial or service for that man. I looked around, many of the old fighters now are dying, and in October, I was in Houston generating the spirit for the next generation of Vietnamese Republic of Vietnam. I mentioned the two points come from General MacArthur. He has the two memorable quotes that I want to use. I used that in Houston. Number one, honor, duty, country. And the Vietnamese took that model, and we said, we reversed the order a little bit, okay? And we used country, honor, duty, which is we put the country first. Unfortunately, in America has been divided by politics. Okay, if America put the country first, that's important. God, for me, the order is God, country, family, and me. Me last. God first. Country. Second. Family. And then me. So we need to somehow reprioritize the order in order to rebuild our country as well as rebuilding this world. So that's what MacArthur did. That inspired me as well as the Vietnamese Republic of Vietnam. The second quote is what the old soldier never die. They just faded away. Dang Chi Binh, he never died. In my heart, in my mind, he never died. He just faded away, but he needs us, the next generation, to step in. We need to step in to continue to fight for freedom, for justice. I just came back from Taiwan to fight for Vietnam in the Taiwan Supreme Court because Taiwan has a steel factory in Vietnam that dump chemical waste into the ocean. That this incident took place 7 years ago in 2016. But the effect is still going on in Vietnam. People, almost 2,000 fishermen been booked. They cannot fish anymore because the fish they caught they could not sell. They make fish sauce they could not sell either. They may try to make salt fish to sell, but they couldn't sell either. Okay, now many of those people have to travel overseas to do labors overseas. And in Taiwan, I talked to thousands of Vietnamese workers working in factories over there. And this is to say that the effects of Formosa Thanh Hoa Steel Company is still vivid in Vietnam. And the people are still in dire need for help. Okay, so just for the passing away of my brother-in-law, Dang Chi Binh or Trần Quốc Hùng, that make me come here. I am Father Joseph Vu, known as Minh Vu, J.P. Minh Vu. I'm a retired Lieutenant Colonel of the United States Air Force. Since my retirement from the United States Air Force, I devote my life to fight for Vietnam because I have served America, because America had given me the opportunity to find freedom here. I was in liberation of Kuwait, I liberate Iraq, I was in Afghanistan, I escaped death 3 times. Somebody mentioned John McCain, okay? Earlier somebody mentioned John McCain. John McCain, when I was in Iraq, he is the one who come and said, Father, I want to see this, I want to see that, because wherever I go, I will look for the biblical background, historical places. Like I was in Kirkuk, I liberate Kirkuk, and Kirkuk was Babylon in ancient time. And so I brought John McCain to see the tomb of prophet the prophet Isaiah, tomb of prophet Daniel. I brought John McCain to the castle belonged to Mr. Saddam Hussein. So I did all of that because wherever I go, I usually look for the historical place because the VIP from the United States come always look for me and say, Father, I want to see this, I want to see that. So someday when everything is peaceful, I would love to organize a pilgrimage to the place outside of Israel. Okay? Because there are many sites. Because in the military, I also was an Islam expert. I had to become an expert by self-learning because in my role as chaplain, I am the advisor to the generals, to the commanders, and I have written my thesis in the top command school, Air War College. I wrote my paper on the use of religious elements to influence the war in the Middle East. Because when the brand new troops come in, I'm the one who briefs them. I tell them the do and don'ts. Okay? And I used the biblical quote, background, in order to tell the troops. For example, the newcomers, I said, remember the story when Moses traveled in the desert and he saw the bush burning? He tried to step closer, but God said, stop! Take off your shoes. Why? Because the ground where you stand is holy. Why is that? Because God is already there before you get there. So the important thing is that to respect a nation, to respect an individual, to respect a religion, okay? We need to respect one another when we come, because otherwise we think we're God and others are nothing. Okay, so I just, because I did mention about the war and things like that, but go back to the passing away of my brother in arm here. Coming from Colorado, by all means that I'm here because of him. Okay? And I want to, I thank God that I have the opportunity not only to send him off back to God, but I also want to be with the children, the family. Though this is the first time I see the family face to face. Earlier, we only communicate via FaceTime. And whenever I am on FaceTime, he always wanted to see me. And he always wanted to see him. So that, we know, exactly who we're talking to. Okay? And our brother, Trần Quốc Hùng, Đặng Chí Bình, give us the opportunity to meet one another, okay? And you here because you love him, me too, okay? And so this is the English part. I think I can stop right here. Most of the people could understand what they understand what I'm trying to say, but I'm happy to be here, but in a sad occasion. Okay.